Team T, I'm Trey. I'm going to talk about our production, what went right and what went wrong. Zach's going to talk about looking at the raw material percentages that went up and down. And Caitlin and Becker are going to go over our prices. And Nick's going to talk paying our debt and maintaining our credit rating. And Michael's going to talk about what we did in marketing. One thing I think really helped us out and actually doing well this time was we did the production orders, and I just went ahead and did 50,000 across the board for everything. So I just made sure we had everything in stock, and stuff was going to constantly be coming in. So, I mean, we got to a point where, as soon as it was coming in, we were getting it out, and, it was reliable that it was going to come in again, because we had production orders, up the screen for, months to come to make sure we had it in. So just pretty much keeping all our production in and just having enough, and at the end we still sold everything we had on stock. We didn't have anything left over, and if it wouldn't have been for like the great price drop, we were still continuing to sell stuff at like $2. But yeah, I'll let Zach talk about percentages.
I basically just changed the recipe at the very beginning before we had any inventory. Basically just saw that I think the biggest difference was wheat was always more expensive than oats, and that's a big percentage of pretty much everything that you have. So I put the minimum amount of wheat and the maximum amount of oats, and I did that with everything pretty much. Like strawberries and blueberries were always one of those expensive things.
How did you know that you could change the recipe?
I think I remember you saying something in class.
But I didn't show you how to change the recipe.
Oh, I looked in the book.
Yeah, nobody else did that, right? Nobody else changed recipes around here. Did anybody else know that you could change recipes? Yeah. I did say that in class, and the book does show you how to change recipes. So you could have changed what you're producing and made some money. But okay, go on.
Yeah, so I think this definitely helped our profitability and lower our cost and made our profit margin increase.
Okay.
And the prices, we set the prices where most teams lag the market. We kind of went like 5 cents above the market every time, and if it wasn't selling, then we met the market, and we just kind of kept watching, made sure we didn't go under our cost. And
when everybody was like going to like $1, we were still selling at like $2.75, $3.
Yeah, we didn't even change it one quarter.
You didn't change it at all?
Well, one of the in the quarters, like where it goes every 5 days.
Okay.
With respect to paying back the debt, initially we thought we had a much smaller debt than we did. I believe we were paying off like $500,000 each quarter or something like that, and we realized we had an $8 million or 8 million euro loan to pay back, so we started paying back, 3 million, 2 million each quarter, and our credit rating jumped from like a BB minus or BB plus or something like that to an A. And we had a pretty good interest rate after that. It dropped significantly, about 2 points or something like that, so it worked out.
And as far as marketing, in the first 2 quarters, we had more of a balanced marketing scheme with kind of a low price set to how much money we would put into our marketing. But as we approached the 3rd and 4th quarter, we went with a more aggressive marketing scheme by putting a higher amount of money into one product per region. And as we would sell out that product in that region, we would adjust to whichever product is coming into inventory. That way, as we get a product into inventory, we're selling it immediately.
Yeah. So
we're marketing it heavily within the region.
So you weren't marketing stuff you didn't have.
Exactly. And we're only marketing one product per region. That way we would dominate that product within the region.
We were still, and we were only marketing, like 3,000 a day. It was a small amount, and we kept talking, we would think we were marketing way too much, but like you can see right there, we were still like significantly lower than some of the other teams.
So it looks like what you've done different from the others is, first of all, you change your recipe. Secondly, you only advertise what you're supposed to advertise. What you had in stock, right? So you cut expenses on advertising. And what else? Why did you win?
I don't know. Really,
I think we hit the trends in marketing. Everything we were doing was working.
Like as soon as we would switch it up, like almost immediately, we'd have like 20,000 orders of that come in, and it's like straight. It was coming in from stock and then immediately going out, and then we just pick up, move on to the next thing. We'd look at our production orders
So how did you decide what to make?
What to make?
Yeah.
I mean, we were making everything. We were selling everything, like whatever we had.
Well, that's not right. Everybody here was also making everything else, and they were not selling. You were selling. Why were you selling?
I think just our marketing strategy.
Yeah, just changing up our market.
I think it's
Prices were, I mean, pretty competitive.
yeah.
Our prices were never
actually
lower than
higher than
everybody
else. I
else's.
think most people. So, I mean, marketing is one thing that really contribute to.
Anybody else has any questions? You guys suck, man. Nobody asked any questions.